Everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Reggie shockingly confesses something to Brooke. The fight went on in the Forrester showroom. Eric stood at the backstage curtain, seeing the audience's response. The gown number 19, the 20th gown, a sheer and shimmering chef with a side bow. Train and slit was placed on the ground. Esther stated she had never seen something so beautiful, leaving her speechless. The CEST angrily remarked that the gown wasn't that bad. The presentation was completed by dresses 19 and 20 to bring the celebration to a close. Katie stood outside. She reminded customers to choose their outfits and introduced designers Ridge and Eric. Ridge followed Eric as he dove backstage and commented that it had been a hell of a show. Shaking hands, they each said, "May the best man win." Eric choked back a cough as Ridge turned to leave. Later, when they were back in the showroom, Jen and Paris congratulated Ridge on the presentation. She also suggested that he read the foundation members' online remarks. Esther came over to bring her preferred gown by hand in order to give her instruction. The countess pushed Esther aside. It was the exact gown Esther had been hoping for. The countess sneered at Ridge, reminding him that she was Forrester's longtime powerful supporter, and that she would never wear a gown belonging to the simpleton. Swore he got it, but Lauren staggered toward the countess. He said that since Esther had placed the highest offer, the dress was hers. Esther had a feather duster in her purse. The countess joked. Ridge apologized in response. Distressed, the countess said Rid had made a grave error and that she would never shop at Fenmore's or purchase another Forrester gown. Following the countess's dismissal, Ridge informed Esther that she would need to come back to the city for a fitting and perhaps even dinner. Charlie waved to Esther at that very time, who was in shock that she would be wearing a gown as exquisite as Mrs. Chancellor's after all those years. Later on, Esther came back to the deserted showroom, embraced a clothes bag, and savored the occasion. Charlie showed up. He was pleased that she had found the gown of her desires. Esther informed him how much she had appreciated meeting him and how much she had loved her time there. When she went back for her fittings, she wanted to see him, not that he did the fittings. Charlie joked. Charlie remarked that he hoped to meet Esther again and that the clothing had brought her such joy. He said he would be sad to lose her. In response, she said that the outfit held immense meaning for her and that she would also miss him. Charlie said, "Before you go," and took Esther in for a kiss with a hug for Charlie. Esther let go of the garment. When Lauren called to Esther, she quickly left the house after grabbing the dress. Charlie informed Cinderella that she had misplaced her outfit. Esther came back for the clothes bag. She kissed Charlie on the cheek and walked out, concluding that the outfit held no greater significance for her. Luna gave RG an embrace in the design office. She suggested he had to recognize his own significant achievement that day. In spite of the fear he was carrying about thanking her, he said it was difficult to concentrate on that when his grandfather was on his mind all the time. After Brooke showed up to congratulate RJ, Luna departed. Brooke noted that she wasn't the only one who was pleased with Luna. According to Brooke, his father shared his pride. RG began to go into depth about Luna, but Brooke wasn't interested in knowing. She found it sufficient that RG and Luna appeared to be interested in one another. Arb's granddad was the reason Brooke claimed she was there. RG gave Brooke a pointed look. She claimed not to have received a response from her sisters. Despite asking, Brooke claimed to be his mother and that she sensed something wasn't right. She insisted that they speak. RG stumbled to a stop, saying he was out of time. He was unable to keep the secret. It was time RG decided for everyone to know. RG mentioned that he and Donna intended to inform the family. Observing that it appeared to be an enormous burden, Brooke requested her son to inform her because Eric had been so upbeat and motivating. RG said he hadn't even realized what had been happening at first. However, Eric had explained that he had named it his grand final because he's dying. "My dad is ailing." Zen invited Luna back to the showroom to enjoy drinks later with the team. Carter, Ridge and Paris showed up. Zen proposed a toast and Paris reported that the online feedback was flooding in, but there was one thing that fascinated Ridge. Carter retorted that the orders were in and that the winner would be known shortly. When Eric and Donna came, he declared he was dying to find out. Eric went into the dim showroom later. He looked forward, remembering the twist and turn of every frock in the collection that was his. He was standing between the seats in the middle aisle. Donna crept into the room and gave him a back hug. He said my last hurrah. Donna sneered, shocked. Eric was told not to view it that way by her. She was pleased with him and his amazing creations. Eric maintained that he needed to prevail in the duel in order to keep his position. As Forrester create a founding president of leadership, Ridge couldn't take it away. He claimed Rid hung up on a call at Eric's office and quoted a news source. Carter noted that the designs had been inspired, while Ridge said that the show had been fantastic, to which Ridge said one designer had been more successful in drawing inspiration than did all the designs sell out. Ridge inquired. Carter declared that some of the collections were sold out and some weren't. Ridge stated that he didn't want to treat his father disrespectfully. Although Ridge admitted that Eric had taught him everything, he still had to defeat Eric one day. Carter was instructed by Ridge to congratulate him and inform him that he had won. Brooke finds out the truth. The outcome is in, and she gets a surprise kiss. According to previews for Tuesday, October 31, Brooke Logan will find out the truth about Eric Forrester on The Bold and the Beautiful, who want the fashion show. The results are in a day of flirtation is followed with a surprise kiss. Brooke Logan discovers the reality. According to previews on The Bold and the Beautiful, RJ Forrester promised to keep Eric's secret until after the fashion show, but Brooke has seen some of Eric's coughing episodes and has been contacting Katie and Donna Logan to find out more. When RG can take it no more, Brooke will interrogate him. When her badgering fails, when Brooke corners RJ, she will inquire about Eric's whereabouts. Brooke will clarify that she has observed his episodes of coughing and will inquire as to if there is a problem. At some point, RG will cave in and admit to Brooke that Eric is seriously ill. Eric's life has after all rested on his success in this endeavor. His physician has given him 6 months to live. The end outcomes. Eric has gone despite his doctor's wishes and finished out this contest, and now he wants to know who has won. Carter Walton is aware of the outcome but has not yet disclosed it. Ridge and Eric, on the other hand, will learn the outcome later this week. When they are disclosed, the father and son will confront one another at some time. Ridge will learn how much his father sacrificed for this fashion show and that he is dying. Rid is adamant about defeating Eric, and he will undoubtedly regret not doing this with him when he requested it. Will Eric emerge victorious as he anticipated? Will Eric fall short against Ridge, rendering this risk completely unjustified? Unexpected kiss. Charlie Weber and Esther Valentine have been flirting nonstop since they first met. Charlie and Esther will say their goodbyes as Lauren Finmore and Esther prepare to return to Genoa City. Nevertheless, they might arrange to meet up once more. There will be one surprise for Charlie and Esther when they are ready to split ways. This time Charlie and Esther will kiss rather than shake hands. Will Esther and Charlie begin a fresh romance now that Charlie's ex-girlfriend is no longer in the picture? These two seem to get along very well. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.